All right, so this is my first tool haul of the year. It's kind of a big one, some duplicates, but I'll try and run through it a little quick. And as far as the duplicates go, I've mentioned it in the past, for me, I'd just rather have two sets, one for work and one for home, rather than have to worry about transferring it to and from, forgetting it, stuff like that. But I'll start here. Got a Gearwrench oil filter wrench. Part number is 3082D. Those are the sizes it covers. I just wanted to get it for some of the Cummins fuel and oil filters. Sometimes they're just a little easier to get to with a wrench like this versus my strap wrench. So again, figured I'd pick it up. Relatively cheap. I forget what I paid on Amazon. But next thing I got was another set of these Greenlee Slug Buster knockout punches. It's a smaller set than my work set, but it should cover pretty much anything I would need to use it for at home. Again, these are more so for electricians, plumbing wire, for conduit, but I find other uses for them, such as that's how I punched out these holes a little larger for my ratchets. And I just prefer them over using a step bit. It's a lot cleaner. You don't have to worry about cleaning up burrs. It's also safer. You don't have to worry about, especially when you get into these larger sizes on a step drill, your drill tends to want to kick out and jam your hand into something or twist your wrist. So again, just drill out a pilot hole, and then you can kind of just punch it out relatively quick, and again, a lot safer and cleaner. That's the price that they had it listed for. I ended up picking it up for 45 bucks, which I thought was pretty good, because I believe the last time I checked, this particular set is right around $400 new. And then I can finally take my work set back where it belongs, at work. Again, I like to use it for kill switches on battery boxes and such. So I got the master set here, whereas the set I'll just kind of have for home doesn't have some of the smaller sizes, which is fine. I can use a step bit for the smaller stuff. And again, this set comes with a pilot drill / step bit, and then pretty much every size you would ever need. Again, more so for electricians, but I just find other uses, especially with some of these lighter gauge toolboxes, and again, battery boxes, and you name it. I've kind of used it for a little bit of everything. So now I just have a home set to complement my work set. All right, next up, I picked up another set of these Cornwell superset, 47 piece, metric standard, extensions, and the ratchet. Those are the sizes it covers: 3/16 to 9/16 deep and shallow, and then you got 5 mil up to 15 mil deep and shallow. These are the made in USA. This is actually my third set. The only real difference between this other set I got here is this one has a let's see if we can do this. This one just has the fine tooth ratchet. Whereas this one is the older 36 tooth. But I do have a spare fine tooth. And again, this is my third set. I have another set at work, but it's the older style where they don't have the knurling on the extensions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this set to work and then sell the current set I have at work. But I really like these, made in USA. Nothing too spectacular, but I really like Cornwell's USA stuff. The ratchets are kind of whatever. The fine tooth stuff is pretty good, but these older 36 tooth, they're not really the greatest. But again, for a USA set, pretty happy with it. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I paid 120 bucks for this this particular set. So again, I'll sell my current work set to recoup some of the cost. Next thing I got is another set of these extra deep 1/4 inch sockets. You got 8, 10, 11, 12, 14. This is the Blue Power set. I do have the master set at work that goes from 5 to 15 mil, but this should cover pretty much everything I would need for at home, like fender bolts for doing headlights and such. But again, these are pretty nice. Rather than use an extension in a socket, you just kind of have like an all-in-one. The only gripe I would have is it's kind of got deep broaching, but that's to be expected with some of the overseas sockets. But again, I forget what I paid for it. I think it was right around $40. But again, pretty nice set. And next up, these I wasn't gonna purchase, but I just kind of had to stumble on them. It's the 5-piece low torque wrench set from SnapOn. Goes from 7/16 and double-sided up to 1 inch. And again, I wasn't gonna purchase this, but normally these sets you can find used for right around $250, sometimes on the low end 200, but I ended up getting this set for 80 bucks. So again, I was gonna pass up on it, but decided to jump on it just because of the price. And just while it's fresh in my mind, I've been kind of harping about how much I like these Matco USA wrenches, and kind of compare it to standard SnapOn, and obviously the low torque. So just kind of try and line them up. Let's see if we could do this one-handed. As you can see, the Matco is kind of a happy medium. Sorry. So you got your standard wrench on the outside, Matco in the middle, and then the low torque wrench on the top. You see how close it is to just basically just being a low torque wrench, or a slimline or tappet wrench, whatever you want to call them. But again, I was gonna pass up on it. Don't really need them that often, but for 80 bucks, that was pretty good, especially considering it's a $400 set new. And the next thing, I'm pretty excited about these. First, I got another 24-inch SnapOn flex head ratchet with the comfort grip. Part number is SHLF80. But what's nice about this one is I picked it up for dirt cheap. I say I paid 60 bucks, if I remember right, but it's because they marked it as the patent number, which you can see right there, if it'll focus. So they put that as the part number, D481290. And so nobody was really searching it, and again, I just kind of stumbled on it, jumped on it right away, because I really like these SnapOn ratchets. And then I'll end up selling my CFR 248 Matco ratchet, just to kind of recoup the cost. I don't really need two 24-inch ratchets. And then the last thing I got, speaking of Matco ratchets, was this 30-inch CFR 308 with the comfort grip. believe it or not, I paid $60 for this as well. I don't know if it was by mistake. It was originally listed right there, as you can see. It was originally listed for $200, and I ended up getting it for $60. Again, I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but I'm not complaining whatsoever. It is the AJ Manufacturing ratchet, so you got the laser etching versus my older Armstrong one with the roll stamping. But either or, it's a real nice ratchet. It's just kind of cheesy with the laser etch, but either way, I'm pretty happy with it, and especially for the price. So I'll end up selling my Matco ratchet again to kind of recoup the cost. And then I got my 18-inch SnapOn. So pretty much set up. But anyway, thanks for watching. Again, it's kind of a long video, but like I said, I had a lot of stuff. But as always, thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.